everyone, and
Hi.
welcome welcome to our comprehensive teach of unconscious mind. My name is Zinia, and I'm the graphic designer with Fantasia Games, and I am also part of the playtest team. And today I'm joined from Bill and Ricardo, which are
Hi there.
the main playtesters of our team as well. Bill
Hello,
is going to
people.
do the teach today, so there we go.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Okay, let's begin, guys. Let's take it from the beginning. Our game takes place at Vienna, 1903, where we, as supporters and contemporaries of Freud, are building up our names and furthering our reputation as the pioneers of psychoanalysis. We will do that by mainly treating clients in our office, but by also writing treatises, filling our notebook with new therapeutic techniques, and by racing to achieve various goal tiles, each progressing Freud's and the player's reputation marker, ending the game when the Freud marker reaches the 10th spot of this track. Now, before we talk about turn specifics, let's tackle some general stuff first. We can go down here on our player board area. This is our inside dial, and here we will keep track of these small things that are called insights. Now, we will be using insights for many actions and effects during the game, the most important being treating our clients. Each insight has a quality shown by the three different colored sections of the dial. Green represents growth, purple represents freedom, and red represents passion. And each insight also has a level, shown by the three rings of the dial. We have minor insights represented by this diamond shape. We have median insights represented by a hex shape. And we got major insights represented by circle. Now, when we generate an insight, that means that we're taking an insight from the center reserve and we're placing it on the indicated dial space. So, for example, if I was to activate this technique tile, producing a major growth insight, I would just take this insight and place it on the outer ring. Now, another thing we can do with insights is elevating. Elevating means moving an insight one ring outwards, essentially increasing its level by one. So, for example, if I was to gain an elevate, and the elevate symbol is this green arrow pointing upwards, I could pick this insight dial and upgrade it by one level. Now, an important rule to remember is that you may not use an elevate effect to take an insight from the center reserve and push it outwards, because this is considered generating. Suppressing is the exact opposite of elevating. So you take one insight and you suppress it down by one ring. And in this action, you may suppress an insight into the center reserve if you want to, in contrast with elevating. The last thing you can do with insights is transferring, and that means moving an insight over to an adjacent color section. So for example, from here to here, or from here to here. Okay, we talked about insights. Let's talk about other stuff on our board. Let's start with coffee. So coffee is a valuable resource that is used as a cost for specific actions, most notably taking new technique tiles from the meeting table. But it will also help us manage our insights a bit better. If you look at your board on the bottom left corner, you will see that coffee can be used for various effects. For example, we can use 2 coffee to perform an elevation or transfer. We can spend 1 coffee to negate the effect of a suppression, or we can spend 3 coffees to produce a bright idea. Now, bright ideas are these small tokens, and they have many uses. I will be pointing them out during the rest of the explanation, and we will be writing them here so you can remember them. The last thing to talk about before going into turns is the reputation track up here. Now, whenever you gain a reputation, which is this gold medal symbol, you advance Freud's marker one space, and then you advance your marker one space as well. So if I was to gain a reputation, this would move here, and this would move here. Now, each time Freud's marker or a player marker passes this symbol, we advance Freud on the city map once. So like this. At the end of the game, you will gain some extra points based on your position, but also score additional points for your cured clients and treatises if you are the first or the second player. And when Freud passes the spot, the player that activated actually gained the reputation and pushed Freud here will gain 3 points. We will finish our current round, and then each player will play one more turn before finishing the game and counting our end game points. Okay, I think that's all the general stuff we need to know. Let's talk about turns now. So on your turn, you can pick one of the 3 options. You can state ideas, you can recall ideas, or you can treat clients. Let's talk about stating ideas first. So when you state ideas, you can place 1 or 2 of your ideas from your supply onto a single vacant spot on the meeting table, pointing the tails of the ideas at a single adjacent action space. So for example, I can place my ideas here and make the tails of my ideas point at this action space. Now, a rule to remember is that if an action space is already being pointed by one of your previously placed ideas, you cannot point it again. That means that in the next round, if I was to place my idea on this vacant meeting table spot, I couldn't point at this action space because my ideas are already pointing at it. Now, you can use a bright idea to substitute each idea you place from your supply, and they function exactly like your ideas regarding placement and orientation, with a key difference that you remove them at the end of your turn. So for example, if I only had one idea, I could place one bright idea on top of it, and it would work like I have 2 ideas pointing on this action space. And at the end of my turn, the bright idea will be removed. This is important because if you use 2 bright ideas as regular ideas pointing at a certain action space, you then have to remove them at the end of your turn, effectively not blocking this spot for the other players. Now, when you place your ideas on the meeting table, 2 things will happen. First, you may trigger the action space you are pointing at once for every idea you have placed. So 1 time for 1 idea, 2 times for 2 ideas. The 2 gears on each action space show you the maximum number of activations you can get from an action space. So that's up to 2. You cannot place more than 2 ideas. And the second thing that happens is that you will advance your inkpot based on the number of inkpot icons that the meeting table shows to the right of your ideas. So if I place my ideas here, for example, I follow this dotted line, and I can see that I have to move my inkpot exactly 2 times. Now, you move the inkpot clockwise along its track, so we can go here on our board, exactly as many spaces as your movement value. So if it says 2, I have to move it 2 times. Now, I can use a bright idea, as you can see here on our board, to modify my inkpot movement. We do not have an upper limit, so we can spend as many bright ideas as we want for our inkpot to move as many times as we want. But we do have a low limit, which is that our movement of our inkpot cannot be reduced more down to 0. So our inkpot has to move at least 1 time. Now, whenever our inkpot passes this spot right here, you unlock your leftmost idea and place it into your supply. If your inkpot lands on any of these 3 rows, you activate the effects of the technique tiles on them, in any order you like. And you also gain the printed rewards shown here. Now, if your inkpot lands on this spot, you then activate any column of your choosing as long as the idea above it is unlocked. You then activate the effects of its technique tiles in any order you want, like the rows here. So for example, if my inkpot would move one time and land it here, I could activate this column, but I couldn't activate this column because this idea is not yet unlocked. The last spot that your inkpot can land is this. And when your inkpot lands on this spot, you activate the reputation track. So let's go back to the reputation track up here. So if you look at the way, you first take the rewards associated with your reputation marker. And if you look at the way it is shaped, you will notice that it's pointing upwards. So these are the rewards you will be gaining. So for example, 1 coffee and 3 points. You then take a reward associated with Freud's reputation marker. And the reward can be from the tier Freud's marker is, or from any lower tier. So since Freud's marker is pointing downwards, we can either take one of these 2 rewards or one of these 2 rewards that are on a lower tier. Okay, this is how inkpot movement works. And now that we know how our inkpot moves and activates, let's explain the different action spaces and how they work, which is actually the first step that is happening when we are placing ideas on the meeting table. Okay, let's start with these ones. These 3 action spaces represent the brainstorming and knowledge acquiring that was taking place at Freud's Wednesday meetings, spawning new techniques and methods for treating clients. And this was a brain taxing process, as you can imagine, thus requiring coffee to keep you sharp while you became familiar with these new techniques. Now, in the first action space, you spend 1 coffee to take a technique tile from these 2 stacks and place it in a vacant spot in your notebook. So take this, for example, and place it here. Now, the rules are that it has to be the leftmost spot of any row, and if that spot has this symbol on it, you have to have the required amount of treated clients to place it there. For example, the first time I place a technique tile on this symbol, I have to have 0 treated clients. But the next time I place a technique tile on a symbol like this, I have to have at least 1 treated client in order to be able to place my technique tile here. Now, let's go to this spot. In this action space, not only do you get a technique tile like previously, although now you choose from these 2 stacks, but you also take a one-time benefit shown in the right side of the tile. The benefits can be instant benefits like this, that you just take what it says, but there's another type of reward you can get, which is these location rewards, location tag rewards, that we will be explaining how they work later on. Then, when you take the right side reward, you flip the tile and you place it in your notebook following the regular rules. In the third action space, you activate both the left and the right side of the tile once in the order of your choosing, before flipping it over and placing it in your notebook as well. Now, an important thing to know is that whenever you complete a row or a column, you immediately unlock the colored inside. So this, and this, for example. Also uncovering a printed reward that you will be getting each time you activate the specific row or column. Now, colored insights are important because not only are they used as regular insights, but are also required for taking district bonus slots on the Vienna map, but for also publishing treatises. Now, since we referenced publishing treatises, let's talk about these two action spaces next. In this spot, you gain a research card, drawing one from the top of the research deck. Let's assume that this is my hand. And you then may swap any single research card from your hand with one from the display. So for example, I could switch this with this. Now, an important note is that each activation is different. That means that when you place two ideas pointing at this action space, you draw one, then you decide on a swap, so this and this, for example, and then you draw a second one, since you have two ideas, and then you may swap again, effectively meaning that you can get both of the market research cards in a single turn. Let me place them here. Okay, great. Now, this action space lets you either play up to two of your research cards or publish a treatise. When you play a research card, you take any rewards shown on it. So for example, if I would play this research card, I would take 3 coffee, and then I would place it in front of my player board. So for example, here. You can use played research cards to publish treatises and also for any printed tags they have on them. We will be talking about tags a bit later on. Now, if I choose the other thing on this action space, which is to publish a treatise, I must gather the exact number and color of research cards indicated on a specific treatise style. And I also have to have a player color insight unlocked on my dial, ready to be placed on the treatise that I choose. So, for example, if previously, let's say I was at this action space and drew these 2 research cards, and I would decide to switch this with this. Let's go back on the teal player board. And then with this action space, I could play these 2 research cards. And then if I place a second idea, I could publish a treatise. And to publish a treatise, let's say that I choose this treatise. So I need to have a red, a green, and a green. So I'm placing red, green, and green, publishing a treatise, placing my colored insight here, because without colored insights, you cannot publish treatises, and gaining the points. Now, an important rule to note is that the first research card of each treatise must be yours. And I'm saying that because the research cards you use for publishing a treatise can be any combinations of yours or cited research cards from other player treatises. To cite research cards from your colleagues, you can choose any of their published treatises and follow these 2 rules. You must always start citing from the rightmost available research card in the treatise, and you must use all of the cited research cards in the treatise you are currently publishing. For example, if I was the pink player and I would want to publish this treatise style, I am missing a red research card. So that means that I could go to my colleague, the teal player, and cite this red research card that it's the rightmost of his published treatises. So I will just take this and use it to publish my treatise, following the rule that the first research card of the treatise must be mine. And also, let's assume that I have a colored insight unlocked already to place it here. Now, for each cited research card, your opponent gains 2 points and a bright idea. So these are the rules about research cards and publishing treatises. Moving on, let's go to the spaces. These 2 action spaces allow you to move through various locations of Vienna, here on the Vienna map, allowing you to draw inspiration from museums and operas, or share your findings, maybe in the university, or just stay in touch with the pulse of the city by visiting its various cafes. Now, this action space right here either moves your meeple 1 or 2 spaces clockwise in the Vienna map, or moves your meeple directly to Freud's location, while this action space allows you to move Freud's meeple 1, 2, or 3 spaces clockwise as well. Now, regarding of what meeple you choose to move, when you land on a location, you activate it using either meeples or tags. So let's assume that I am the yellow player, and I'm here, and I'm moving my meeple 1, 2 times. Now, if I choose meeples, then I get as many activations as there are meeples on the location. So for this example, that's 1, 2, and 3 activations. If I choose tags, then I count how many tags I have for that specific location and get that many activations. So for example, if I was, let's say for this example, the teal player, I would come here and count my tags, and I would have 1, and let's assume it's probably, for example, to be here, that I have this treated client, so 2 tags, plus 1 for my published treatise, that's 3 tags, so I would get 3 activations here. Let's place it back. Now, regardless, the 5 gears here under each location signify that you can get up to a maximum of 5 activations. And also, another thing to notice is that you can always spend a bright idea to get 2 activations, two extra activations as well. Of course, not being able to surpass the 5 activations limit per location. Now, whatever method of acquiring activations you choose, either meeples on location or tags that you have, you will get one of these 3 rewards of each location for each activations you manage to acquire in any combination you like. So for example, if I had 3 activations, I could get 2 minor growth insights and 1 elevation, or spend 1 minor growth insight for a newspaper and get 2 elevations. I can combine them in any way I want. So since we talked about locations activated with tags, let's backtrack a bit and talk about this technical reward that we previously mentioned. So yeah, this symbol means that you activate the corresponding location using tags, and you get 1 activation as a base, regardless if you have tags for that location or not. So if I was to get this technique tile, I would activate the opera with a base of 1, and then I would also count my tags, which are currently 1 for my published treatise. That means that I would get 2 activations out of this location. Yeah, so this is how movement works on the map, how we activate location using meeples or tags. The last 2 action spaces are the simplest ones, and they are pretty self-explanatory. Here you get 2 elevations and the side grade, and here you produce 1 minor insight of each color. So yeah, this is how you perform a stating ideas turn, basically placing your ideas on the meaning table, activating the action space that their tail is pointing at once or twice, and then looking at how many times you have to move your inkpot, moving your inkpot on your player board, and then activating either rows, columns, or here the reputation track and getting the rewards. Okay, so let's move on to the second type of turn you can take, which is recalling ideas. Now, when you recall ideas, you gain 1 coffee per different meeting table space where you have at least 1 idea. So for example, here I would take 1, 2 coffee. And then you take all of your ideas and place them back at your supply. Taking them back, placing them here. Next, you choose either Freud's location in Vienna or yours and perform one of two things. You either place the topmost district token onto any vacation location bonus slot of your location you're in, getting the printed benefits. So, for example, placing that here and gaining a major growth insight, for example. Or place the topmost district token onto a district bonus slot, which are these ones here. Let's look at the red ones because they're easier. To do that, though, you need to have two things. The appropriate number of district color tags for the specific slot. So, for example, if I wanted to place my marker here, I have to have at least 5 red tags on my player board. And also, I need to have an unlocked player insight ready to be placed on that slot as well. So I can place it here and cover the 5 spot. And of course, you also gain the printed rewards here, which are input movement and hard boxes that we will be talking about them a bit later on. So yeah, this is how the second type of turn works, recalling. You gain coffee based on your ideas on the meeting table, you place them back into your supply, and then you choose either you or Freud to recall from a location and place district tokens either on location bonus slots or district bonus slots. The last type of turn you can take is treating your clients. So let's go back to our office here. Let's talk about clients first. So this is a client, and this is his grief layer, her grief layer, representing a current problem that makes her uneasy in her life and the reason why she decided to visit us in the first place. But as we know, we all carry traumas from our past experiences, and this client is no different. Underneath her grief layer, we can see some printed hearts, and combining these with the hearts on her grief layer, we can set the initial position of the heart tracker here, showing how much treatment this client needs to be completely healed. So for this example, she has 3 plus 3, 6 hearts, placing our heart tracker here. If the heart tracker ever lands or passes spots with points, you immediately gain them on the point tracker up here. Now, these are our clients' dreams, which at that point of time were being used as a form of psychoanalysis. The top ones represent manifest dreams, which are some of the most current dreams our clients have, and the bottom ones are called latent dreams, and they are well hidden inside our client's subconscious mind, waiting to be unlocked. Now, when you perform a healing turn, you can analyze the top available dream in each of your clients. To do that, you have to spend the right amount of insights indicated on the dream, and then take the rewards that are printed on it on the right. So for example, if I wanted to analyze this dream, I should have 1 major freedom insight and 2 minor passion insights ready to be spent. And based on the number of therapy points I gain, which are these green hearts, I reduce my client's heart tracker by that amount. So for this example, 1, 2, 3. When the tracker reaches the catharsis spot, which is symbolized by this golden heart here, and it's always on the 3rd spot, my client's grief layer is lifted. And that is really important. It is important because when a grief layer is lifted, not only you gain its printed rewards, but you are also unlocking your client's ongoing or end game scoring power and her printed tags for stronger city activations and recalls, basically representing a pleased and useful contact within the city of Vienna. Not only that, but when you lift the grief layer of your first client, rumors of your work spread throughout the city, increasing your clientele size and allowing you to have a second client drafted. Now, whenever you have an empty office spot at the end of your turn, you draft a new client. So let's go up here and see how the drafting works. You choose one of the 4 available clients in the market, and there are 2 types of clients. We have routine clients that have an useful ongoing ability, and we have case study clients that are a bit harder to treat, but they give you really strong end game scoring conditions that give you points at the end of the game. Now, when we get the client, we place him here, then we get a random latent dream from the top of the pile, and then we choose one of these 4 manifest dreams to put on top of the latent dream. I will choose, let's say, this one. Now, an important note to roll is that if you analyze a manifest stream and that manifest stream has a matching symbol with the client's grief layer, you also gain an extra heart box as a reward, a heart-shaped box, my bad. Now, heart-shaped boxes are valuable resources that you can use at the end of your turn, regardless if it was a healing turn, to decrease the heart tracker of a client 1 space per heart-shaped box you spend. We track heart-shaped boxes here on our board, and heart-shaped boxes are really useful because sometimes you do not have enough therapy points on your manifest and latent dreams to completely treat your client. So, for example, this client starts at 6 hearts, and analyzing this and this dream would get her heart tracker down to 1. So we would need to find some extra heart-shaped boxes to be used in order to completely treat our client. When our heart tracker reaches the 0 spot, we place our client in front of our board, and we take any points indicated on the client's card. And we also keep using the ongoing ability and tags as we used to when we had our grief layer lifted. Yeah, so this is how treating, how a healing turn, how treating client's turn works. The last thing we need to talk about is how we actually get points at the end of the game. So when the game ends, you can find points through various means. And first, we go here to the reputation track, as we mentioned at the start of the game, and we take any points indicated below our reputation marker. And then, based on if we are first or second, we take our clients and treatises, and we multiply it either by 2 or by 1 and take the appropriate number of points. Then we look at how many different districts we managed to place our colored insights, and we take 4, 10, or 18 points. And then we go to our player board, and we take 1, 5, or 16 points, depending on how many rows we managed to complete. And we also gain some points based on the number of different tags that we have managed to gather throughout the game. Now, you can gather tags by lifting the grief layer of clients, or just completely treating them and having them in front of your board, by publishing treatises, by having research cards with tags played in front of you, or by getting these really useful location goal tiles. Now, the location goal tiles have specific requirements for you to get. So let's briefly explain them. This is the first player that completely treats 3 routine client cards. This is the first player that treats 2 case study clients, the first player that publishes 2 treatises, the first player that treats 5 clients, the first player that places 2 colored insights on district bonus slots on the Vienna map, the first player that completes 2 columns, the first 2 columns, and the first player that unlocks all of his 3 ideas. So this is the various ways that you can find tags. And lastly, we score any end game scoring conditions we have from our case study clients. So, for example, this case study client gives us 3 points for every red tag that we currently have. I think that is the game. One thing that I failed to mention, now that I'm thinking about it, is that you can find reputation points, these gold medals, from different places in the game. One is if you manage to get the first district recall tile from every color. So if, for example, I place this district tile either on the bonus location or the district location, I would get a reputation point. Another way to find a reputation point is managing to get the highest, the 6 district bonus slot here, represented by this gold medal. Another place you can find reputation is when you completely fill up your notebook with technique tiles. And lastly, you can find reputation by, of course, racing and getting these location gold tiles before your opponents. Yeah, I think that's all the rules, or at least most of them, 99% of them. We can now set up the game again, and we can briefly explain how the setup works.
I'm going to explain how to set up the game just as you would in real life. So starting out with the city map, you'd lay down the city map and you'd get the corresponding stack of location bonus onto each corresponding color, having in mind that you place the tile with the reputation point on top of each corresponding tile stack. You'd also place the victory point markers on the victory point track, the reputation point trackers on the reputation track, and the Freud's meeple will be in one of the 6 locations on the city. The way we do this in real life is essentially to just pick one of the 6 location gold tiles at random, and whichever one we pick at random will determine the starting location of Freud's meeple. Moving on to the meeting table. So, on the meeting table, we will place both stacks of notebook tiles according to the amount of players that are playing. In this case, because with 3 players, we will place 15 tiles of each type of notebook tile. When we do that, we draw the first one, flip it over, and drag it to the right, repeating it a second time. And we do that for the one on the bottom as well. Because we are 3 players, we will lock down the corners of the meeting table. We will set up the dream and client display. We will shuffle all the cards in the latent dream deck. We will shuffle all the cards in the manifest dream deck and draw 4 to form a common market. Here we have the grief layer holder, which we will shuffle, Here we have the routine client and the case study client. We will draw 2 of each type of client and place corresponding grief layers on top of them. Moving on to the research cards. We shuffle the deck and draw 2 to form a common market. Here we have the treatises. Essentially, you can place them in any order of your choosing. It doesn't really matter. All of them are available throughout the entire game. Moving on to the player board. Every player will start out with a specific card, a specific office card. The letter in the office card will determine the starting set of notebook tiles. In my case, it will be alpha. Furthermore, we have to decide who is the first player. While we can use the letters in the cards, there's no specific method for which to there's no specific method to determine the first player. So Freudian slip is what's on the actual rulebook. So, seeing as I've purposefully done so, first player am I.
Yeah.
The first player gets 4 coffee to start with. The second player, which in this case is Grofindel, will get 5 coffee. The third player will get 4 coffee and a bright idea. And the fourth player would get 5 coffee and a bright idea as well. In reverse player order, every player is now going to draft one of the starting routine clients, which essentially we draw the number of players plus 1 from the routine client deck, and we also place one of the starting replay cards, the ones with the mortarboard symbol on the top right. So Zinnia will be the first one to draft.
All right, so I'm going to start with this guy. And I'm gonna get a random latent dream. And also I'm gonna pick the manifest one. My client has 6 hearts, so I'm gonna get 1 victory point. That's that.
I think I'm gonna try this client. Can I get a random latent dream? Place our card charger at 5. And I'm gonna choose this one.
The dream display gets immediately refilled with 1 card from the top. My time to choose. I'm going to choose this one. So
It will shuffle this client back.
Yep. So the leftover client gets reshuffled back into the deck. So I need to draw a latent dream and now a manifest dream. So sure, let's go for this. And now, in clockwise order, starting with the first player, we choose our starting notebook tiles. Usually the logic is that you're going to choose the tile that will give you the benefits you're looking for to start healing your first client. You're also looking for a specific technique that the tile has. I'm going to pick this one. So 2 minor freedoms, 1 minor passion, 1 minor growth, and I will start at the opera house.
I'm gonna choose this one.
The other tiles go back into the box.
And I start at the gallery.
I will choose the green tile and start at the library.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're ready to go, right?
I believe so. All I have to do is put turns on. So I'm the first player, I'll start. And I'm going to start by getting some notebook tiles. So, what are the tiles I will want? Okay, so I'm gonna get this one, spend 2 coffee, get median growth, flip it over, refill, and I'm going to get the one on top. So spend 2 coffee and do an activation on the theater, which in this case I will take an elevation. So I'll also unlock this. So I'm gonna elevate this to here. This flips. And now I move my inkpot 2 spaces, triggering all of the effects that are here in whichever order I want. So let's do just that. Can get one of this, convert it. Gonna use this. Going to downgrade to get one of these. And I'm gonna spend it to draw and play a newspaper card, which I'm going to exchange with this one, which will allow me to get the technique tile from the left side of the meeting table. In this case, and I'm done.
Okay. Let me see what my client needs. Really interesting technique tiles here. Damn, everything's good. I think I will go for this. So spend 1 coffee, get this, and then spend 1 coffee, get that one probably. Too many elevations though. Yeah, sure. Let's take this one. Okay, and I unlock my colored inside, and then that my input moves 2 times. So 1, 2. I'm gonna produce one, but I'm gonna give it immediately for 1, 2 elevations. Then I'm gonna spend 1 coffee to produce 1 major passion insight. Then I'm gonna downgrade. I'm gonna suppress 1 insight. I'm gonna suppress, let's say this one, to elevate twice. 1, 2. And 1 extra elevation on the printed reward going up here.
All right, I'm gonna take my 2 ideas. Well, in this case, I will also get some tiles. So for 1 coffee, I'm gonna take this one. And for another coffee, I'll grab this. So this will unlock my colored inside, and then I'll move my input once and activate this row. So first I'm gonna get a green inside from here, then 2 purples from here. For 1 green inside, I can gain 2 elevations, and I will gain them there. And for 1 coffee, I can get a green major. And I also have 1 elevation from here, so I'll take it there. And that's my turn.
Okay.
Yep, very good.
I'm going to heal. So, major passion, median freedom, 2 hearts, bright idea, and I do unlock catharsis, which means I'll also get another bright idea and 2 coffee. So, the dream cards and grief layers that have been resolved go back into the box. I just like to place them here in case I forget something. Because I also managed to forgive the first client's catharsis, I will move the office card back into the box, and that allows me to draft a new client. I'm going to ping Franz Kafka. So, I'm going to draft this one, and I'm going to try my luck with the card from the top of the deck. Ah, pretty good. So, you can play.
Okay. I think I'm gonna recall. Grabbing this. 1 coffee because I moved my ideas from here. Placing this one here. That gains me a reputation point. This moved, so Freud moves 1 time. And I gain a tile. I'm gonna grab this one and place it here.
All right, I am going to heal my client. So for this manifest dream, I need 1 major growth and 1 major freedom, and that gets it down 4 treatment points. It will reach catharsis, so I'll get 2 coffee and 1 bright idea.
You'll also be able to draft a new client.
Yep. So you can continue with your turn.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to recall as well. So I'm going to get 1 coffee. And I'm going to recall from where Freud is. So I'm going to get a reputation point. And Freud will move 1 space. I will also get a technique tile, a notebook tile, which in this case will be this one. Yes, this one. That unlocks this inside.
Okay, 3 ideas to place. What do I need now? So that is quite interesting. Yeah, let's try this move. Seems pretty novel to me. I'm gonna place my ideas here. And I will move Freud. 1, 2, 3. Is that what I need? Wait, let me see if I'm gonna place it here or here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not bad. Otherwise, it's 1, 2, 3. Activate this one. Yeah, that's not great either. Yeah, maybe that's a bad move, now that I'm thinking about it. My technique tiles are not in the best shape. I won't have any good things to activate by moving my ink pot. Yeah, you know what? Let's try it. Whatever. So placing it here. Here, probably. So I'm going to move Freud here. I'm going to activate this location with meeples. That gets me 2 activations. And I'm going to spend 2 medians, 2 median insights freedom to get 2 heart boxes. Then I'm going to move Freud 1, 2, 1, 2. Is that good? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna move him here. So 3 times, and I'm gonna activate the location again with meeples. There's only 1 meeple here, so 1 activation. I'm gonna choose and get this thingy here. So moves here, and then my input's gonna move 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Unlocking this idea. And do I want to? Yeah, I'm afraid I cannot do this. That's unfortunate. Oh, I can actually. Right?
If you spend
I
copy
can.
to transfer an insight,
Yeah.
then you'll
No,
also
I think I'm
gain
gonna
the
spend 3 coffee. Yeah. What?
you'll also gain the minor growth.
This one you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, I know. But I'm going to spend 3 coffee to produce 1 bright idea and spend that bright idea immediately to move down here.
Well played.
And this means that I'm producing 1 here. I am elevating this one. And then I'm gonna... Oh, fortunately, I don't have any coffee left. I'm gonna downgrade. I'm gonna choose this one to elevate twice. I'm gonna choose to elevate this one. And at the end of my turn, I'm gonna spend my 2 heart-shaped boxes to reduce the heart tracker by 2. That means I will gain 2 coffee because the grief layer is lifted and a bright idea. And that also means that I can draft a new client. You can play Zinnia until I draft.
Usually drafting a client can be done out of phase, seeing as it won't impact another player's turn.
So I'll place my idea token along with the bright idea down here. So I'm gonna get 2 research cards. I'll change this one. And I'll keep this one. So I get to move my ink pot 4 times, and because I unlock the ability of my client, that would be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I unlock another idea, and I get to activate the same row again. So
1 random one.
1 minor green, then I spend that 1 to get 2 elevations. There. Coffee for this. 2 freedom. And 1 more elevation, which will be here.
Okay, my turn, and I'm going to do a couple things. First one, place 2 ideas over here. 1, 2, yeah. So, first thing I'm going to do is spend 2 coffee to get this tile over here, immediately refilling the board. So spend 2 coffee. And I'm going to place it over here. I will activate the right side of the tile, which allows me to activate the coffee shop 1 time. I can effectively get 1 more power through my revealed client's ability, and I can also spend bright ideas to empower said action. So, do I want 4 coffee or 2? I will want 4 coffee. So I will spend the bright idea and get 1, 2, 3, 4 coffee. This gets down. As for the second tile, it's going to be this. So I'm going to get a median passion. Flip, this gets unlocked, and by filling the second column, I managed to claim this tile, this location gold tile, which gets me a reputation point. Freud will move spaces. Furthermore, I do have to spend a coffee for the tile I just purchased, and I move the ink pot 2 spaces, which I will modify using the bright idea to make it 3. So 1, 2, 3, I unlock this idea, and I manage to do all of the stuff here. So first things first, the easier ones. So median freedom. Okay, now I'm going to use 1 coffee instead of suppression and this to get a major passion. Let's keep it like so. I'm going to... Sorry, it's late. So gonna get this over to here. And I'm gonna get the miner of any type, which will be... passion. And I'm just trying to think if it makes sense to make the order. So instead of actually getting the major passion, I'm instead just going to get the major growth instead. I think that makes sense. We'll see. My turn's done.
Yeah. And I place my 2 ideas here. Spending 1 coffee to get both of them are good. Let's get this one first, and I'm gonna place it here. Then 1 more coffee to get this one. Place it here. And then I'm gonna move my input 2 times. 1, 2. I could spend the bright idea to move it again. Is that a good idea?
Is it the bright idea? Aha!
What will Freud will give me? Like one signator? Not bad. Yeah, I'm gonna use it. Looking another idea, and I'm gonna activate this column. So I'm gonna first produce this. Then I'm gonna spend 1 minor purple to get 2 elevations. I'm gonna forfeit 1 elevation to use the power of my client. Reduce 2 small ones, 2 minor insights. And with the second one, I will probably elevate this one. Or do I need to elevate? Should I produce more? Yeah, I will probably produce more. And using this, I'm gonna downgrade, suppress this one, and also give 1 minor to produce 1 major insight. And for this, I'm gonna spend 1 minor to produce 1 median and get 1 coffee back.
All right. I will place my idea along with the bright idea down here. And I will move my professor at the map. So first I'll move here, and I have 3 activations. So
Party at the Opera House.
I'll spend 2 purple insights to draw 2 cards. And I'll switch this one. Then my third activation will be, let's do an elevation. Then I will move here, where I can activate twice, and I'll just get 2 coffee. Then I get to move my ink pot 3 steps. So I will go here. And I will trigger the reputation track. So, interesting. So I will choose for Freud. I will play 2 cards.
You'll also gain 1 point and 2 coffee, by the way.
Yeah, I'm just starting.
I will get you the point.
Sure. Okay. So first I get the tile from here. So I'll grab this one. And I will also play this card over here. And that's my turn.
Okay, my turn. So let me check if I did everything right. I believe I did. 1, 2. Sort of. I think I did. Okay. So I'm going to do a healing turn. The first one is going to be this client over here. So major growth, median freedom, 2 hearts, and I can move the ink pot up to 2 spaces, which will allow me to trigger all of this. So easy part first. One of these, I can convert this into this. I can upgrade to here. I will spend 2 coffee to upgrade this, and I can spend 1 median growth to draw and play a card, which I will. So draw. Perfect.
Wow. Oh
I
my
mean,
god. That's
it was meant to be. It was meant to be. But healing this client, now onto this one. So major freedom, major passion, 4 hearts, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I do not have symbol match because the dream does not have a symbol. Also, this dream has been resolved, should go away. But I do trigger catharsis, which means I will get 1 point and median and a median freedom. So 1 point I will mark. Yay, first point. And finally, what to do? I am going to use the heart-shaped box on her, seeing as it's the end of my turn. So I managed to heal her for 8 points, and I also have to draft. So 1 to 9, and I do have to draft. While I choose which cards to draft, Bill can play.
okay. I think I'm gonna. Yeah.
Yeah, it's your turn, by the way. I'm just.
Yeah. No. Gonna treat my clients. So this lady first. 1, 2. Use it by 2. Get a bright idea. And then this guy. 1, 2. Reduce it by 2. Yeah, my manifest streams really don't help me at all. Gain 3 points. 1, 2, 3. And I think that's my turn. Xenia, you can play.
Okay. I'm going to... Well, apparently I need to compensate for something I did wrong my last turn, so I'll just grab a bright idea. So I can go and do what? Great question. No, that doesn't work. Shit.
I mean, you can always recall, right?
Yeah, but I don't want to. It's a bad recall. I messed up.
That research card was huge.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah, I hope I draw some as well, because otherwise I don't see me too good.
I hope so too.
Okay. No,
I still believe that the best thing you can do is recall.
I do believe that. Maybe. What the heck? Mm. Mm. Sure.
Just don't forget to get your 3 coffee back for the bright idea, right?
Right. I mean, I should do that anyway. Because of the coffee.
Yeah, you're maxing. Yep.
So let's get sure, I'll grab this one. And I will get a median passion. And for this one, I'll get 2 elevations here. And I have 3 ideas, so 3 coffee.
Yeah, you forgot to pick this one. My turn. And, well, I think it's almost pretty clear what I'm going to try and do. I'll just see if I can do what I think I'm going to. I can. Actually works. Yeah, that actually works well. Enough, I guess. I think it works, so let's go on the city and do an action or two. So the first thing I'm going to do is move to the party in the art house and get stuff. So I'm going to convert this median into a heart-shaped box. And I still have to... Actually, no, I have 3 activations left because 3 people plus 1 from my client is 4. So what can I do? Well, insights are useful, coffee is useful. So free coffee. Free coffee. Yeah, that's fine, free coffee. So the second action I'm going to take is I'm going to move twice over to the coffee shop. I have 4 tags on the coffee shop plus 1 for the client, which means I can do 5 activations on the coffee shop. Going to spend 2 coffee to elevate this median,
Pretty good.
this minor into a median, convert it to a heart-shaped box, and that leaves me with 4 activations. 3 of which I'm going to use for coffee, 1, 2, 3, and the other one for a minor. As for that, I'm going to move my inkpot 3 spaces, so 1, 2, 3, unlock the second idea, and do one of the 2 columns I have just unlocked. First things first, the easiest stuff. So 2 minor passions. Convert coffee into a median passion and a minor passion. Generate the median growth I'm going to use to draw and play a newspaper card. I'm going to tentatively exchange it for this one, and I'm going to play it. So that gets me a major growth, which I'm deciding whether or not to use eventually. I think I'm not going to use it. Instead, I'm just going to spend the 2 heart-shaped boxes I have in order to actually get this therapy tracker down to 0 and this one step lower, which means this dream goes away. It is not resolved, but I do manage to treat this client, which gets me 10 points, which means I will also have to draft a new one. Over to you. Also, just before we come, I effectively have already 2 routine clients with a third one in the office. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me to actually keep going for the routine clients, so I'm going to start going for the case study ones.
Okay. Gonna place only one idea here, which is not too effective, but I do need to raise for this location gold tile. So I am gonna draw a resource card. I think I'm gonna switch it probably. And then I'm gonna move my inkpot 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I'm gonna spend 1 bright idea to move it 1 more, effectively unlocking my 3rd idea and getting this. So Freud moves once, I move once, Freud is moving here. And I'm gonna activate this column. Okay, lots of stuff happening now. Let's start with the simple ones. Give one this, get a median and a coffee. Then I'm gonna produce one here so I can spend it for 2 elevations. 2 elevations. Okay, what do I need? What if the first elevation is going to produce these 2 small insights with the power of my client? So 1, 2. The other elevation is going to be used for elevating this one here. Okay, and then I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna first suppress and then spend 1 minor freedom insight to produce any major of my choice. It's gonna be freedom one. And I think that's my turn.
All right. Yeah, might as well. I'm just gonna treat my clients then. So this first guy, this one, that one. That is 2. One excess. And I get to activate a location. I'll probably get the university with 3 activations. 1, 2, and
Okay.
3.
So just so we're clear, the reason you're activating the university is through the effect on the latent dream card.
Yep.
Pretty much.
So this one is healed, and that will be 10 points. And then this one will go 1 major. And you know what? I might as well keep that. I'll spend 2 coffee to move this and to move that. I'll keep this down. I'll be 1, 2, 3. And right idea. That will get this off and get me 3 points. I get to draft my client.
Okay, my turn. I'm going to recall. So first things first, 2 coffee for the 2 locations in which I have ideas. And then I'm going to take this tile over here that no one is yet claimed and get a district scoring bonus. So first things first, reputation point means Freud will move. So Freud will move once. I can move my inkbot 2 spaces and I will get a heart-shaped box. I will move my inkbot 2 spaces to trigger all the effects on the column. Okay, so what do I need to do? Start with the easy stuff first. So this one now, convert this into a median, elevate that median, suppress something to get a median. Let's suppress this one to, actually no, let's press this one to get the median growth. I already did this, so the only thing left is this, if I recall correctly. So I'm gonna spend it to draw and play a newspaper card. So draw and play a newspaper card. So apologies for that. What do I want? decisions. Sorry for the break. Gonna play this one just for the tags. Okay, that I believe is my turn.
Okay, gonna treat my clients. This first. 1, 2, 3. 1 heart, and then the excess heart, the excess therapy point goes to my heart-shaped boxes. And I will get a technique tile. This thing. Where though? Probably here. And then, what else? Yep, this guy. 1 major and any major of my choice. Gonna be that one. Gonna gain a bright idea. And 3 therapy points. 1, 2, 3. Also 7 points. Oh, about going to 11. And any minor insight of my choice. Well, let's say it's this one. And then I'm gonna use my hardship box to reduce my heart tracker by 1 on this client, effectively healing both of them. So that's 18 points for me. Minus 2 plus 20, 29. And I'm gonna draft 2 new clients. It seems. Let's pick this one.
After drafting, the clients get immediately refilled. I will take these cards away.
Yep. Heart tracker is at 7, so I gain 2 more points. And I'm gonna take this one. And the second client is the matching symbols in this game are brutal. Like nothing comes up.
Well, there is a matching
Bright
symbol
ideas.
for a routine client.
What are the chances that I'm getting a wave here? Not many, right? But I also don't want to get a routine client that late in the game. Okay, let me think about it for a second. And he has the same the same tags as I already have, so he doesn't help me with acquiring new tags. Sure, let's pick him. Let's try new things in this game. So 5, and I'm gonna pick this stream. You're on, Tania.
Okay. I'll go ahead and place my ideas here. So I'll play 1 and 2. And I also get to write a treatise, which will be this one. Get to play
Nice.
insight.
Good.
That's 8 points. And 3, so I get to move my input 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So find a bright idea to move 5. I also unlock this on the way.
Because you went all the way around, correct?
So I am going to activate the reputation track, starting with the Freud section, which I will get twice because of my ability. So I'll grab 2 tiles. Let's say this one and that one.
Yeah.
There. And then I also get the top benefit, which will be 1 point and 2 coffee.
Okay, my turn. Just trying to check if I had enough stuff to actually perform the stuff I need, which I think I do.
Be right back, guys.
Okay. Okay, I'll take a bit of my time. But I do think I have everything. All I need is essentially to elevate. So I'm going to spend 2 coffee to elevate this insight into a major, and then I'm going to start healing. So first things first, this one. Major passion, minor freedom, 2 hearts, 3 points, and there is a symbol match between the dream and the grief layer. So I will get a heart-shaped box. I will mark down the 3 points now before I forget. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. This client has been done apart from the grief layer, which will give me 8 points and 2 median passions. So 8 points. I'll mark them now. So 24, 8 is 32. Next, this client. So major freedom and 2 minor passions to get 1, 2, 3 hearts. No matching symbol, unfortunately, but I do still trigger catharsis. I will get the right idea of the dream. And also trigger catharsis, which is 5 points. And 2 coffee. So 5 points. So 32 plus 5 is 37. The question is, where do I spend my heart-shaped boxes? I'm going to split them between both clients. And that is, in effect, my turn.
I think it's time for me to recall. Getting these back, that's 3 coffee. I'm gonna recall from here, since I have 2 plus 2, 4. I place it here. That's gonna get me a heart box. And I'm gonna move my input twice, 1, 2. So first things first, use 1 here, spend 1 coffee for a major passion. What else? Wow, I have 2, 4, 5 elevations that I can perform basically. Okay, so let's spend this one. And I'm gonna use 1 elevation to produce 2 minor insights for the effect of this client. Let's do this and this. Actually, I'm going to use the second one as well for that purpose. Let's do 1, 1. Then we have this elevation. Sure. And then 1 suppression for 2 elevations. Let's suppress this one and elevate this. And yep, this again, I guess. I think that's it.
Yeah, might as well. I'll go here. Pick 2 cards.
Yep.
4. Yeah, I'm gonna move 5. I'll circle back. I'll get the point. 2 coffee. I will get a tile. And I'll get to play 2 cards. This one. And that one. 1, 2. Sure.
Okay. I've been feeling that the game might end in the next 3 rounds. We'll see. For that effect, I am going to heal my clients, doing a bit of rework with, I believe. So I believe this insight was inside the center. Okay, so I need to spend 2 coffee to elevate and 2 coffee to transfer, but it does allow me to start out with this. So major passion, median freedom, 2 hearts, and column activation. In this case, it's going to be this column over here. So first thing, the easier things. This one. So 1 coffee to get a median and a minor. 2 minor passion. I can get median growth, which I'll use to draw and play a newspaper card. I mean, when in Rome, do I have enough to do everything else? I do. Okay, so I'm going to play this. I'm going to get yet another minor passion. But now, this dream has been solved. So now on to this. I will, because of Kafka's effect, be able to transfer minors at any point in my time. So I will just transfer 1 up here to here. And then I'll overpay using a major as a median. Minor freedom, minor passion. 2 hearts and a notebook tile, which will be this one, which unlocks this insight here. And I did manage to heal both of my clients. So firstly, I get 18 points for both of the clients. So 37, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. So 45 plus 10 is 55. Secondly, I managed to claim this tile over here because I managed to heal 3 routine clients. That gets me 1 point in reputation, which means Freud, the meeple, will move twice. So 1, 2. And I do need to draft a couple more clients. While I do that, Bill, you can play.
Stuff that I need. Yeah, I don't think I need stuff. I just need to treat clients as well.
So this one's the first.
But how am I doing it? Yeah, okay. So treating this guy first. 1, 2. Gaining a hard box and any major I want. Let's say this one. Probably this one. This goes down. 3 points. 1, 2, 3. And then what else? This one. 1, 2. This goes down here. I get 3 points. 1, 2, 3. I also gain another heart-shaped box because it matches, and because it matches, I also activate his ability again. It's gonna be this one. And the grief layer gets lifted, so that's another 2 points. 1, 2, and a coffee. And I think I'm gonna use 1 hard box to get this guy down to the catharsis spot, so that's another 5 points. And the bright idea. And I think that's it. Zinni.
I'm going to heal my client. So this guy, 1, 2, 3. That's 2 heart boxes. And I get to draw a card and play a card. Sure. Gain 2 insights. And then this guy, 1, 2, and I get 2 coffee to move this one here, there, 1, 2, 3, and the heart box for the catharsis layer. So that is 1 point from here, 4 from here, so 5, 15, 18. And I also gain a major freedom.
Okay, my turn. And I'm a bit, I mean, I know vaguely what I want to do. Don't think I'll have enough time. I might have. Well, let's risk it for a biscuit, shall we? So, yeah. Let's go and play some newspaper cards. The first thing I'm going to do, however, is use her ability to, instead of publishing a book, draw and play a newspaper card. Of course. Where are the purple cards? Literally, I've not had any purple cards this whole game.
It's a weird game.
Yeah,
to be
it
honest.
is. It is. What can I do? I could publish that. I could. Do you still want to publish a card? Hmm. Okay, I do need this card, so that's what I'm going to do. I am going to get 2 minor passions, and I'm actually going to do the same thing again. No cards. Really, it's weird. Genuinely. Would I be able to do stuff if I had resources? Can't. Bill left. Hello, Bill.
Yeah, I'm here.
Just wondering because I have such a weird game. I'm gonna take this one instead and play it. Free copy. I'm gonna move my ink pot to spaces and trigger the reputation track, which means I will get 6 points, so 64. And I'm gonna get the ability to actually publish a book. Might as well, because, well, there seems to be no... All the cards here are probably purple. That's literally it. Luckily, I have a decent sort of cards that I can use, so yeah. This book over here, so insight and 10 points, and mouse is starting to wobble. So 64, 74. Done. Next.
Okay.
Also, let me just arrange this. There we go.
Clients with no matching icons again. Oh. I literally have 0 books though. So is it a good time for me to treat clients? Yeah, sure. Let's treat clients. So, what are we starting first? I think this one. So I'm gonna give 1 major red and 1 median, but I really don't want to overpay it. So I'm gonna use 2 coffee to elevate this one and spend it as a median of any color. 3 therapy points down. That's 12 points for me. 1, 2 plus 10, 56. Then I'm gonna move Freud up to 3 times. Let's move him here. 1, 2. I get 2 activations with tags. The first one's gonna be to produce this and this using an elevation, and then forfeiting the elevation for hit effect. And then yeah, I will treat that client. So 1 major and 2 minor insights. Oh, you know what? The minor insight that I'm gonna get is this one. It's probably better. And yep, 3 therapy points down. That's another 10 points. And I will go to Freud's location with this effect. And I'm gonna activate the location again with tags, so that's 2 times. And well, I think that I'm going to spend the bright idea as well, so that's 4 times. And I will produce with the activation 2 purple insights. So that's 1 activation. Then 2 activations, not 2 or 1. Do I need 2 newspapers? Probably don't. So yeah, 1 activation first to draw a newspaper, a research card. Okay. And I also gain 1 coffee with this effect. I have 2 more activations. I will well, first I will trade this with this. And I think I'm gonna do it one more time. Gaining 1 more coffee, and with my second with my final activation, it's gonna be another elevation, and I'm gonna use it to produce 1 2 minor insights. That's it. Gonna draft some clients now.
I will go here. So I will move to Freud's location and activate it 3 times, which will be gain this one and upgrade it twice. Then I'll get to move.
Can I get a cloud, please?
Twice.
Wow. Damn, I can't find matching symbols in this game.
It happens.
I really can't. But wow, that's gonna be rough. And I can't use this guy ability. Like, it's pretty annoying.
Okay. And I move twice. I'll go here. 1 coffee. You get this. And this guy. And I guess it doesn't matter. There. This and that. That's fine.
Okay, my turn. And an interesting set of things has happened. I do think, odd as it might be, it is probably the best thing I can do. So, I'm going to recall. So I'm going to get 1 copy for the location I was just in, and I am going to claim a second district bonus. In this case, the one with 6, because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tags. That gives me 2 heart-shaped boxes and allows me to move my import 4 spaces, but before that I will get a reputation point for being the one that places it there. So Freud will move 1. I will spend Bright Idea to actually move my import 5 spaces, unlocking my final idea and getting the benefits of the reputation track, which are 6 points, meaning 74 to 80. And I can. So before I actually do that, I need to remember I was the first player to actually place 2 on the city, so I will claim this tile as well, which gets me yet another reputation point. So Freud will move yet again. And I'm just thinking what would... I mean, it's obvious I'm going to publish a book, and the thing I'm going to publish my book with is, well, first I'm going to draw a card and exchange it with this purple one and play it. So I will get the median purple, which... I'm instead just going to forget that I had that insight and place it as there, because I'm not sure about the sequence of my next turns. That is my game. I will, before I end my turn, actually spend my 2 heart-shaped boxes on this specific client. So I will get 3 points.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna... Wow, I mean, no matching symbols really destroys me. Let's try and move 2 times and then 1 more. Is that really helpful? Hmm. Weird. Weird game. Who was the first player again? Ricardo, right?
I am, yeah.
Yeah. Hmm. I'm gonna move 2 times. Yeah. Yeah, sure. I don't see a better move. So placing my ideas here. I'm going to spend 2 coffee to grab this, and it will activate the gallery with tags. 1 is the base, and I have 2 more, so that's 3 times. I'm gonna spend 2 coffee to elevate this to here. Then I'm gonna give this for a heart-shaped box. Then with the other 2 activations, I'm just gonna produce this and this. And I'm gonna place it here. Then I'm gonna get this one. Gonna place it here, and I have 1 side grade and 1 elevation. Let's do 1 side grade and 1 elevation. Was that the best choice? Wait, let me see. Back, this and this. I'm landing on here. Yeah, let's do. Yeah, I need 2 green ones. So the side grade. Yeah, I'm missing too much stuff. Yeah. So side grade and elevation. I don't think it matters that much. And these get removed. I will gain a reputation because I filled up my notebook. Freud's going to move once. I'm going to gain 3 points because I triggered the end game. And I'm going to move my ink pot 2 times. 1, 2. Question is, do I want to... If I go for a column activation, that means that I'm treating my clients next turn. But I'm not really sure that's worth it. If I don't, then that means that I play something from the reputation track. Sure, let's try the reputation track. So I'm gonna stay put. I'm gonna get 3 points and a coffee, and I'm gonna play this and this through Freud's reputation reward, getting me a medium growth insight and 3 more coffee. And I think that's it. Oh, no, that's definitely not it. I'm gonna also spend these 3 heart-shaped boxes to reduce this by 3. And that's 7 points and 1 more coffee.
I'm going to recall 3 coffee.
help.
which I'll take as a right idea. Then, sure. Here. So I get me two hard boxes, and I get to move my pot 3 times. So I'll go here. Gets me 2 coffee, 1 point, and activating the reputation track from Freud twice. I'll get 1, 2. I'll make this book.
Actually, yeah, just finish your round, and I will just do a small take back of my clients.
This is an official no take backs.
It's just I'm gonna use my hard boxes on the other clients. Big take back.
And I'm gonna get this thing here. Actually, I'm gonna do it the other way. Where did I have that? There.
Probably not. No, I'm just gonna keep it as it is. Just so you guys
That's it.
don't have anything to say against me. Okay, last round, right?
Yes, last. And being the last, it's the one we're going to take the longest because we're trying to scrounge out points. Although, I think my main decision will be publishing a book and trying to get this client healed. Not healed, at least the grief layer uncovered. So you still probably can and will get the 2 tiles for the things, fortunately. Also, Zinnia, because you did complete 2 books, you do get this tile.
Alright, yeah.
So, yeah.
Wait, when did that happen?
When you published your 2nd book.
No, I mean, like, how does the timing go?
The second you publish your book.
So I can get 1 coffee and 3 points.
Ah, of course.
How did you publish your book, though? Through this?
Yes.
Then you cannot. Yeah, so I don't think you can do it because the first thing is that you gain yours,
It is
and
true.
you don't.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't get to choose the timing. You first gain yours. What? I didn't get.
There's an order to that.
I didn't get it.
When?
Yep.
From the book.
Yeah, since some time.
Triggering the reputation track.
Since the rule
Literally follow these steps.
Yeah. No, I'm 100% sure. Yeah.
Sure.
So you can go ahead and play, Ricardo.
Okay. Now, like I said, it's just me wondering what would be the best thing to do. Whether to... Because you're gonna heal, but healing will only get you 2 points. So I'm still at the lead. You need to have 3. So yeah, I think that is what I'm gonna try and do. So I'm gonna need to move myself and get 2 coffee. Okay, so first things first, before I forget, I need to spend 3 coffee to get the right idea. Then I need to move myself twice. The first space I'm going to move to is here. So I'm going to move to here, and I have 1, 2, and this one gives 3 tags, 3 activations of that specific location. I technically only need 2. 1, 2, and might as well give this one a 3 because I will be able to... Oh, the coffee. I have more than enough 2, 4, 6. I have more than enough. So, second action, move to Freud. And I have 5 plus the 1 from the lady, so it's 6 activations. 3 are just going to convert the 3 medians into heart-shaped boxes. The other 3 are going to go into coffee. So 3 coffee, which I'm going to convert into a bright idea. I now need to move my ink pot, so bright ideas, which means I move 5 instead of 3. Trigger the repetition track, which means, unfortunately, I still only get 6 points. So 83 to 89, but I will be able to publish a book. The book I do want to publish is irrelevant because I'm not exactly hiding anything I don't already have. So it's going to be this. 1, 2, yeah, not hiding anything I already have. So just rearranging this in a convenient order. Yeah, okay, so I need to place my insight over there. And that gives me 12 points. So 91, 101. And finally, I'm going to use the leftover heart boxes to finish this client's grief. So an extra 8 points and 2 median growths, which are sort of useless at this point in time, but the 8 points are welcome. So 1 to 9. And I'm done. Okay.
I just realized that this client scores for tier 2, not for tier 1. And in my last round, I got 2 tier 1s, but it's okay.
Oh.
We'll see if that matters at the end of the game. So
I didn't get it.
My intention normally would be to heal, but I have no matching symbols. This gives me 2 therapy points, so there's no way I can get this guy down to his catharsis spot. So yeah, we have that. What I'm thinking is that for her, I need to elevate this to here, and I have everything. And then for him, I need to side grade and elevate. I have enough coffee, but he's going to be left at 4. And then I don't have enough insights to produce a heart box.
If you were able to get a major, a medium,
No,
and
I
minor,
don't. I don't. Yeah, no. I've already checked it.
Fair enough.
So, treating clients is unfortunately not an option for me. I will have to find another way. And I think the best way is to try and publish treatises. Then move my inkpot 1, 2, 3 times and try and find something good there. I think that's my best shot. But can I publish treatises? So I have this.
You can cite from us.
I'm definitely not starting from you. That's the that's the thing. So let me see what my friendly colleague Xenia has to offer me. So I have a green. I can get a Okay, so I can get everything from Xenia, basically. I can get a green, purple, red to get 12 points. I will give Xenia so many points though, right?
2 points
But it's
for each
okay.
card.
I think. Yeah, I think it's worth it. So I'm gonna go here. And I'm gonna publish a treatise. First, I'm gonna use this to publish that. And I'm gonna cite from Xenia a red, a purple, and a green. So a green, a red, and a purple. So Xenia, good job. You just earned yourself 6 points. I'm
And
gonna
free
put you to 6
bright
to
ideas,
6 and 3
which
bright
I
ideas.
will
Yeah.
give you over here.
This and oh, come on, and that. Okay. And then for my second action, I'm gonna cite from Xenia again, another red research card. So another 2 points and another bright idea for me to publish this treatise. And that will get me 20 points. So
So this
going
card,
here.
Zinnia, this card was below this, right? I believe so.
Yeah. Okay, and then I'm gonna move my inkpot 3 times. Oh, but is it better if I moved it only, maybe place it here and move it 2 times and try and land here because that gives me a major and I need majors. Yeah, that's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to place my ideas here. So 2, and I'm going to use a bright idea to decrease my input movement by 1. So I go here and I activate this column. That gives me a major. It's going to give me with 1 coffee. Oh, do I need the coffee? Wait. So I got 1, 2 majors. I'm going to do a downgrade with the coffee probably for 2 elevations. Then I'm going to produce these 2. And let me see if I have to use this one. So I have 1, 2, 3 majors. 1, 2. Yeah, I'm going to use it. So this one goes here, 1 here, and 1 here. And if I'm correct, I have 3 majors, I have 3 medians, and I have 3 minor insights. So I'm going to use this, and I'm going to produce 3 heart-shaped boxes. So everything just goes to the center.
Pretty good.
And I'm going to use them immediately for him to get his grief layer lifted, and that's 3 points. And a minor insight, but I don't think that matters. Zinnia, you're up.
I'm just gonna treat my clients. This one, that one, 2. A bright idea. What's happening? Bright idea. There. That's 2. So there's an upgrade. Doesn't matter. And then points. And then this one. 1, 2, 3. 3. And moving around doesn't, well. Here. Sure. That's 3 activations, so a bright idea. And this one is healed. And that's it. So.
Are you going to use the heart-shaped boxes on the other client?
Right. 3. Well, so
12 points.
24 and 7.
And surprisingly,
Wait,
you actually get...
how many points? Wait, how many points do you get, Zinnia? Because I gave you 12 for this. What else do you get?
12 for this and 7 for the grief layer.
Okay. 12 and then 7. Got it.
So, actually, Zinnia manages to claim this tile. So, Freud would move effectively, but it doesn't really matter because it's the final round.
Yep.
So, now we go for endgame scoring, starting with the reputation track. So the first thing we do is look at each of our positions and score what's there. I get 6 points, Bill gets 3, and Zinnia gets 2. Thank you. Then look at who's first and second on the reputation track. Who's first will get 2 points for every published treatise and healed client. So in my case, that would be 12 points. 27.
I'm getting 6.
Okay, next, the city board. In this case, we look at all the different districts people have scored. In this case, both myself and Zinnia and Bill only managed to score 1 district, which means every one of us will gain 4 points.
Yay. Go us. 4 points, right? So
Yes.
17 and 103.
Okay, next to the player boards themselves. So every leftover heart-shaped box is worth 2 victory points. Every bright idea is worth 1 victory point, and you'll be able to convert all your leftover coffee into bright ideas. In my case, I have neither, so it's 0. Then for the unlocked rows, I have 5 points for different symbols. I believe I have all but 1. I miss the art house, so that would be 10. 10 plus 5 is 15.
Mm-hmm.
So 31
that's
to 46.
46. And your endgame clients?
Oh, you want to count those now?
Oh, yeah, we can count our boards. Sure. So
Yeah,
I have
because it's
16 and 10, that's 26, plus this bright idea, that's 27.
Mhm.
So let's say that I'm minus 3 plus 30, 44.
Okay.
Zinnia's counting her billion ideas.
That's 24.
24. So if you'd be so kind as to mark for 24.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 20. Okay, and now we're in game.
Okay, as for endgame, I have 2 clients. This is for insights outside of my inside tile that I have unlocked. I have the full 4, so it's 12. And also this is for attack, so it's 15. So the total is 12 plus 15 is 27.
Okay, so minus 3, 1, 2, 3, plus 30, that's 73. I have how many clients? I have this guy, that's 15. I have this lady, which is 9, I believe. It's 1, 2, 3, right? Yep, so 15 plus 9, 24. And this guy
12.
has 12, yeah. So how much?
15 plus 9 is 24, 36.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 30, 80. And Xenia?
That's 27. Oh, we can do 1, 2, 3, 54.
Okay, so the 3 points thankfully didn't matter. That would be a huge misplay.
And that
Okay,
is the
weird
end of the
game. I really like this
Agreed.
game. Like we all struggled to do our things, I think, and we were kind of forced to think outside the box. At least I felt like it. Like it's probably one of the few games that I've used this, which
That's why
is
it's there.
pretty cool to see. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
okay.
I think
Pretty
that
cool.
will wrap
Pretty
it up.
close game.
Yeah. So everyone, take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.